Today I've decided to make a wreath that will, with a few quick changes, will work for 2 different holidays. So I've got, of course, my frame for my wreath and some greenery, wire cutters, scissors, white floral wire, some white flowers, and some of this, I'm not sure what it's called, glue gun, glue sticks, and some seasonal shamrock kinds of decor, as well as some eggs with picks on them. And my thought is this, that if I make kind of a neutral wreath, then I can use the St. Patrick's Day stuff and put them in and use it for St. Patrick's Day and that area of the calendar, and then pull those out and insert the eggs so that it'll work for Easter too. So 1 wreath for 2 different holidays. Never tried it before, but I think it'll work. I'm going to secure these down to make the wreath part, but when I get to the little add-ons, I'm not going to secure them with hot glue so they can be removed and replaced, and we'll see how that works out. The first thing I'm going to do is take these bunches and pull them apart and cut the stems down so that most of the leaf is all you're going to see and there's not so much stem to work with. So detach all this stuff and cut those off. As you can see, I've got quite a few, so that'll take a while. As you can see, I've cut the stems off of the greenery, but I'm going to keep the stems in case I decide to hot glue some gold coins on there and push it in. They'll match the rest of the leaves. So I'm going to hang on to these with the anticipation of using them later. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to wrap some of this floral wire through the frame so that I've got some additional places in between these 4 to push my leaves through. So I'm going to wrap it all the way around the frame and give myself a lot more area that I can secure things to. As you can see, I'm just wrapping it over and through the wire frame so that I can stick flowers in between. As you're pushing the leaves through, notice that I'm putting them all the same direction, and I will continue that throughout the entire wreath so that there's continuity with the flow of the leaves. I find that if I push it down and through the wire that I've taken across there, it's feeling quite secure, so I'm going to wait and see if I actually need to hot glue these pieces in. Might work just fine to let the wire hold it. Now I finished putting in the majority of the leaves that I'm going to do for this section. I have this section left, and I'm going to change my pattern and put in some eucalyptus leaves. Look like this. And start my white flower section. I cut the different stems off the white flowers so I could start putting those in. I'm finding that I'm going to add some additional wire to support the tops of those. I'm going to work my way down and around through the eucalyptus and put the white flowers in. So that's what I'm working on now. As you can see, I've been filling in the section with eucalyptus with the white flowers, and I still have more I could add if I choose to, but I'm kind of thinking maybe I've got enough of the white flowers. So now I'm going to add some of these fluffy ones here and there. See how I like those. When you're doing a wreath, it's a matter of what pleases your eye and also how much of the supplies that you have to use. Once you get to a point where you feel fairly satisfied with the base part of it, that's when you want to try adding some of your embellishment kinds of things. And I'm going to add the eggs first and see how it will look for Easter. The wire that I added originally around the wreath helped to support these eggs. So I'm going to hang it up on the door and see if there are any changes I want to make once I have it hanging. As you can tell, the wreath looks pretty good with the egg decor in there. And because I did not secure it with hot glue, just stuck it down in between the wires, it will work just fine to pull those out and work on a shamrock decor for St. Patrick's Day. It was very easy to pull the eggs out and insert the shamrock picks and things into the wreath, so now I'll hang it on the door and see how we like it.